Welcome once again to the Carpenter Shop, where we are spending some time growing, hopefully growing closer and growing up just a little bit into that person that God wants us to be. In Ephesians chapter 3, verse 8, it says, "To me, the very least of all saints, this grace was given, to bring light what is the administration of the mystery which for the ages has been hidden in God who created all things." We hear that phrase. It's an interesting phrase in the New American Standard Bible where it says, what is the administration of the mystery? In other words, making it work, in charge of, watching over, distributing. All of those things are tied into that word. When we hear about a word like that, it, in my mind, kind of connects to what we think about when we think about our government sometimes. When you think about the government and how it administrates the economy, for example, it can be good or it can be bad depending on what news station you watch. It can be good or it can be bad depending on what your job status is. It can be good or it can be bad depending on how much money is in your checking account or how much is on your charge card. It can be good or it can be bad based on the interest rates. In English, our word economy comes from the Greek word oikonomia. This word and related forms of it occurs at least 18 times in the New Testament. And all of the words are based on household. So an economy or administration is the overseeing of property, responsibility of a household by a group of stewards. Human administrators are just a small part of God's big economy. And I think that sometimes we forget that we have a responsibility to watch over, to administrate, to care for those things that God gives to us. We've recently been doing a series on blessings, and one of the things we're learning to do is to see our lives as a blessing and realizing that the only reason that we're blessed is so that we can bless others. The blessing happens because God's default is blessing. He loves to bless. I think it brings him joy. As we receive it and we use that blessing wisely, I too think that pleases God. And so, in the economy of God, we have to remember who's really in charge. And the answer is spiritual. It's God. But because God is in charge of everything, it's his economy. It's his business. It's his world, and he can run it. He invites us to help and participate. And so we are trustees and stewards in the places that he puts us to administrate as we are led to do by his Spirit. It's a big responsibility. It's one that you get as a follower. How are you doing with that? Do a good job. I look forward to joining you next time here in the Carpenter Shop.